So we had Humans versus Zombies over the past weekend. And that's pretty much probably why I'm bored or like out of my mind right now, is that generally for Humans versus Zombies I would be kind of avoiding actually playing, which was kind of a chore because like everybody I knew was involved with it, and it's sort of like I got like a million texts going on about it. It was like, oh, be here, be here, be here, like all the time. And so it was really hard to avoid. And so that was kind of like my big thing. It's like everything that I was doing was trying to avoid playing. And I mean, like, not to say that I didn't enjoy it, because I actually did enjoy it, but kind of the thing that is in kind of the top tier of importance at the moment, I try to avoid it. Like, I mean, it could be like, say that I get like a hard on for swimming or something, which is impossible, by the way. I like I would legit try to avoid doing it as much as humanly possible. It's really weird, and I don't really understand why. But yes, I mean, it could also, like, go for other things as well. Like, sometimes I'm kind of like, I'm trying to avoid Sam, even though he's kind of like the person I would most want to be around at the moment. It's really weird. And so I'm kind of trying to not do that. Because when I really want to be around him, I really want to be around him. And so sometimes it'd be, like, kind of creepy and be like, hi, I'm showing up randomly to your room. Just like, I'm going to be leaving in, like, a minute. It's like, I don't really care a hug. So. You see my reflection outside me. I can't play games on my computer because it's a Linux computer. I've been trying to do some magic shit with like the virtual machine. It's not working. And I can't play games. And Vanessa and Colette have invited me to play Mabinogi with them. And I've been like, oh, that sounds cool, because I played Mabinogi some more before. And I was like, oh, this is really fun, except it would be more fun with other people. And that was like 2 years ago when I didn't actually have any friends. But now it's like, you should totally play Mabinogi with us. I'm like, yeah, that sounds really awesome, and I've been trying to install it. And it is not working. Oh my god, it's like, the second I start hanging out with friends who like actually do video game shit on their computers, it's like, oh my god, I want to do video games on my computer, and I can't because I don't have a fucking Windows anywhere. Because like, this is Ubuntu. This one over here does Mint. And, oh fuck, I'm running out of batteries. But yes, it fucking sucks. And I really want to play it. So I think one of the things I might ask for Christmas is like, a hard drive. Like, let's see, how big of a hard drive? Maybe like 80 gig or something like that, which is smaller than the one I have on my laptop, and I have like, I think I do have, no, I don't have an 80, that's not an 80. I think I have a 50 and a 30 in my desktop. And so if I ask for an 80 gig and it has Windows 7 installed on it, then I would be able to play games. And while the hardware on my computer right now kind of really sucks, I'll be able to play some things, I think. And I mean, like, I could update the RAM, and I mean, like, I would update each thing like individually. And I'm pretty sure like the second I'm like, oh, could I get like some more awesome RAM or something like that to my dad, he's gonna be like, oh, it would have been so much easier to have a gaming computer if we bought all the things. And oh, some other thing that would be like, oh god, Dad, really? Thank you for informing me about this, even though it was really annoying. Like, is he still on? Yeah, it's still on. It was really annoying because I had asked for a desktop. And like a really cheap desktop, like, something that you can buy for $100 from Goodwill or something like that. And I was like, so I can upgrade it as I get the money, was how it was going to happen. So it wasn't going to be like I'm going out and buying an $800, $1,200 machine or anything like that. That would be like, like an awesome machine with kind of like a really, really huge upfront money sink and things like that. And I was like, and so I would upgrade it as I go along. It's like, okay, sure, that sounds like a good idea. So he goes and he buys and so he's like, sure, that sounds like an awesome idea. So he goes and he buys himself a new computer, and he gets me his old one. And I'm like, and he's done this like a million times, so I have like absolutely no problem with him doing it. And so like a couple weeks down the line, and I'm like talking about, like how I'm kind of looking through like the specs of the machine and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, so if I wanted to make it better, how do I do that? And he's like, what do you mean make it better? Like, buy new RAM, buy a new motherboard, buy new graphic whatever, like, how would I go about, like, what should I do first, sort of thing. And he's like, oh, you don't upgrade that machine. It's like, what? Yeah, the computer that I gave you, that's not a computer that you can really upgrade. And I'm like, well, I mean, I've totally seen your computer before, like the inside, and like you can flip out and like you can exchange things and things like that. I was like, well, the stuff isn't really compatible with anything else. And he's like, what? Yeah, the stuff itself isn't like super compatible with anything else. I mean, like this computer was made specifically, like all the parts made specifically for this.